What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Back again. Now, what was that? Like, we literally just stole 3 points. Manchester United won, Wolves nil. And let me tell you something. That Wolves game, or that Wolves performance was surprising for me anyway. Because if you watch my preseason or my predictions pre-season for this season ahead, I predicted Wolves to go down, and this is why you don't make predictions before you see a minute of football. This is why you don't make predictions, you don't get gassed, because that really did bring us back down to earth. The team just did not look very ready. And let's be honest, we stole 3 points. Wolves are a better team. They outplayed us pretty much throughout the whole pitch. They looked more ready than us. They looked more hungry than us. They looked like they basically were the ones that were at home. They looked ready to win, and they really probably should have won that game. But I'm here to tell you right now, the words of Stephen A. Smith, we don't care. We don't care, all right? And the reason I say that is because we got the 3 points, and that's all that matters ultimately, right? We got the 3 points. We started off the season better than we did last season. Last season, we were looking at a 2-1 loss to Brighton. Then we went to the second game, lost 4-0. Now, let's be serious, right? Yes, we could have easily lost this game, probably 4-0. I don't know how many shots they had. I think just in the 20s, they had like 23 shots or something like that, right? Not many on target. Nunez, their striker, was excellent, but he couldn't, he wasn't hitting a barn door kind of thing. They could have had that penalty at the end. We probably got lucky again there as well, So we did really come away there with we stole the 3 points, like I already said in the thumbnail. But we don't care because we got the 3 points, and we do need to be careful though going forward, because if we face, I think our next game is Tottenham, right? Now Tottenham looked attacking in their game. They looked like they were going forward. They were cutting. I think it was Tottenham. I can't remember who they faced now. Was it Tottenham Villa? They were going back and forth. I don't think it was Villa. I can't remember who it was. But it's irrelevant, right? We just need to be worried about Tottenham, right? Or rather, I don't want us to be worried about Tottenham. I want us to be ready for that game, and we do not look ready. The players across the whole pitch. Garnacho, disappointing. And I said it on I did a full view on United View, sorry, with a full view on United View, and we were speaking about what players that we want to make an impact this season. And I mentioned that Garnacho, really, I want him to be able to show that he is ready to start games. Against RC Lens or FC Lens, whatever their name is. He was ready. He looked ready to start a game. He played well that game from the beginning. But this game, he just did not look ready. He was doing silly things, glimpses where you're thinking, bro, like, what are you doing? And it's a shame because I really want him to have a good season this year. And obviously, let's calm down. It's the first game of the season. Probably a bag of nerves. It's you're waiting all this time. It's at Old Trafford. It's at home. Everybody's on you, and you starting your first game of the season. So yes, I get it, and I'm still backing him 100%. But it wasn't a good game from him. Not just him though. Anthony on the right hand side, not really giving too much. Rashford in the middle doesn't really work unless everything is clicking. And he didn't have much of the ball. When he moved to the left later on, he was looking a bit more dangerous. But really, it wasn't until Sancho came on that we looked better. But I'll park that for now. Going into the midfield, right? In terms of the starting lineup, this is the lineup that I predicted, right? Pretty much. Other than, like I said again, Wan-Bissaka or Dallo, we didn't know who was going to start. It ended up being Wan-Bissaka, and let me just give my man of the match now because we won the game. Man of the match for me, Wan-Bissaka. He played really well. I think obviously he had his moments because the whole team wasn't that good, but I think he played really well. Obviously, he got the assist as well for the Varane goal. Great header, touch goal, because we needed our Champions League Varane to get us over the line here. But like I said, across the line, people just didn't look ready. We had Casemiro, who's looking tired, looking lethargic, not looking quite at the races. Who else? Bruno, really, I don't know. Wasn't really giving me what I wanted from Bruno this game. I expected him and Rashford to really fill their boots against Wolves. Like I said at the start, predictions out the window completely, especially with Wolves anyway. I think they're going to have a decent season, judging from this game alone. But yeah, then you're looking at Mount. Now, let's judge the two what's it called? The two debutants, right? Mount and Onana. If you're looking at Mount, he had a solid game, right? But the problem is when you're not going to be taking, the game by the scruff of the neck, and you're not going to be that main man, and you're not going to be really like imposing yourself in the game in the final third kind of thing, and making an impact on the game, then people are going to pick on him. People are going to start thinking, oh, actually, what are you actually offering this team? He had a ticking over game, but I think anyway, he's one of those players that you're only really gonna appreciate him when the rest of the team is doing really well. And when the team isn't doing so well, you're going to criticize him. You're going to look at him and be like, Mount, give me more. And he's not. I don't think he's that kind of player where he's going to be. For example, look at when Bruno first joined the team, right? He was dominating. He was getting goals, assists, doing all the things that we probably want our new signing Mount to do, right? But anyway, that's not going to be his game. I don't think that's going to be his game. But I think if you look at it overall, if you look at his performance as a ticker over midfield, hard-working, kind of tracking back player, he did a decent job. He wasn't bad. But I think he's going to get a big... I haven't really checked the socials and all that kind of stuff yet. So I wanted to give you my unadulterated view. But yeah, I think he's going to get a bit of slack, probably. Then like I said, Casemiro, disappointed. Very disappointed. Because I expect this from Casemiro almost now, at the start of season, or when he's coming back. I've said it so many times, when he comes back from injury or suspension, he just isn't at the races, and you've seen it throughout preseason games. He just hasn't looked very good preseason so far. So hopefully, once again, he gets these cobwebs out of his legs, so that we can get back to the Casemiro that we want and we know. So yeah, not good from him. Like I said, the back line was decent. Shaw got his yellow card. Martinez got a yellow card. Martinez got hooked at halftime, probably because of the yellow card. He was a bit rash, and he did the same thing actually. Thinking back again, I think against Brentford, second game last season, he got hooked as well in that game. But then obviously came back against Liverpool and did well. So hopefully once again he'll get his head back in the game, do well. Shaw had a decent game. Varane obviously got us a goal. A lot of people probably give him the man of the match for that, but I think for me, Wan-Bissaka was the man of the match. Did great. I said I was going to cover both of the debutants. So going to Onana now, he had a decent game. He made some really good saves. He made a couple good saves where he had to save with his feet. He made some good passes out from the back. He obviously he basically gave away a penalty, but we got lucky again because that probably was a penalty, right? He clattered into two players, didn't get anywhere near the ball. Probably a penalty, but I'm here to tell you something. We don't care because we got the 3 points. And honestly, that's what matters. We move on from here. Like I said, chalk that to the game. Like, thank God we won the game, right? Got the 3 points on the board. And those 3 points will be very important later on in the season. But next week against Spurs, we can't play like this. Then the week after, I can't remember, we've got, I think, Forest. Then after that, we've got Arsenal. We need to get our head switched on ASAP and get into the game, because we cannot play like this against the Arsenals or Cities of this. Spurs, maybe we can, maybe we'll still, I don't know, but it's Spurs away, so we just need to be switched on. And I want more from the team. Next week, I think I want to see Sancho. I should have mentioned Sancho before I finish. Sancho came on and he changed the game for us. Not in the sense that maybe he changed the game a bit strong. He didn't change the whole makeup of the game, but he changed the way we were playing. He looked really good. He got on the ball, had some good touches, made sure we kept the ball better, because I think our main problem today was actually on the ball. We were rubbish. We were just dreadful. But Wolves was so much better. On the ball, we just didn't do anything. We weren't keeping it. We were giving away the ball way too many times. It was shocking. It wasn't United, or it wasn't Ten Hag's United. So I'm sure he was very disappointed because on the ball. We had to fight for this game. And we got over the line, and that's the main thing. So next week, I want to see Sancho start. Sancho, to be honest, play Sancho false 9, play Rashford on the left, and actually, because I don't want to see Anthony either, because he wasn't that great today. But let's it's just the first game of the season. Let's give the boys a chance to get up to speed. But even still, I still want Sancho to start next week. Maybe, like I said, play him on the right, play him down the middle, but definitely puts Rashford back on the left hand side. And get at those fullbacks, the Spurs fullbacks, because they're going to be bombing forward. We need to get behind them and give them some problems. We're just not looking dangerous enough, And I think the main issue, really, like I said already, we just looked rubbish on the ball. Clean sheet, right? So maybe you could say we were decently organised. We got lucky though, right? But one last time, we don't care. A win's a win, W's a W, 3 points, 3 points, especially at this stage of the season. you know, like I said, man and match, Wan-Bissaka. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think? Who did you think played well? Who did you think played bad? Which is basically most of the team. First game of the season. We're happy with the 3 points. Let's keep it moving. Thanks for watching the video as always. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you haven't subscribed, even if you're not new and you just haven't subscribed, now's the time. Anyway, see you in the next one. We're gonna preview the Spurs game very soon. Next week. And yeah, 3 points. See you in the next one.